I wanted to make a video about the Huawei Band 8 because every video I found on YouTube before I purchased my one didn't really show me all the details that I wanted to see. I just wanted to see the band, every screen of the band. I wanted to just get a really good look at what was going on with this Huawei Band 8 so I could make a decision. Previously, I owned the Xiaomi Mi Band 6. Since then, they've also released a new band, and I wasn't sure if I wanted the Huawei Band 8 or if I wanted the new updated Mi Band. Well, I ended up going with the Huawei Band 8, and I wanted to just tell you some of the things that I like about it and some of the things I don't like about it. And if this review is helpful to you and you like it, it would be awesome if you would use the link in my description to check the latest price on Amazon. And if you end up purchasing something, I might make like 50 cents. But every little bit helps. So let's jump right into it and let me show you the Huawei Band 8. All right, let's jump right into it. So to start the band up, you just tap this action button to the side, and you can actually set it up so that if you tap the band, it also starts up. If you swipe to the left, or the right, I suppose, you get controlling of your music on your phone and the weather. If you tap the weather, you can see the current weather. You scroll up, you can see the forecast for the rest of the week with the highs and lows. You keep scrolling up, you get the sunrise time and the sunset time, the moonrise time and the moonset time, which I thought was really cool, and even the moon phase that you're currently in. I really like that. I thought that was a neat addition. So we swipe back. Now we're at the main screen again. This is the watch face, the main watch face. You can customize it. You can choose a bunch of different watch faces. Some of them are customizable with your own photos, for example. Some of them are customizable where you can customize what little widgets appear on the screen. For example, I could go in here, press settings, and change that to, I don't know, custom workout. And tap again, or maybe tap the action button. And there you go. So now it's changed. So some of these screens you can do that, and I think that's really neat. So let's keep on going. We scroll to the left again. This is our heart rate monitor. If we tap that, we see our resting heart rate. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's go back again. We swipe again. That's our blood oxygen. I don't pay too much attention to this one, but it's usually normal. Swipe again. This is our sleep score. The sleep score is not always totally accurate. You can tell by my sleep score that last night was a terrible night, thanks to my baby daughter. But you go in there, it tells you about your light sleep, your deep sleep, your REM sleep, how many times you were woken up, and how that compares to previous nights, right? And then if you go in the app, in the Huawei app, it shows you even more data about that. Finally, these are your activity bands, which is similar to other smartwatches that have something similar to this. How many hours of the day have you stood? How much time have you been active, I think, and then how many steps that you have taken. Now, as you can tell here, it says that I've only taken 581 steps, which is incorrect. And that is one of the things about this band that I am not so happy with, is that sometimes the data on steps and the data on sleep is not completely accurate. So that is a little bit annoying. I'm hoping that they can make an update or something and that gets more accurate. The other things, if we're going to start out with things that I don't love about this band, is that this band, the Huawei Band 8, something that I don't really like is that it doesn't get any calendar notifications. I think you can set it up so that you receive all notifications from your phone, but that's not something I wanted. So as you can see now, I just got a notification for a text that came in, but no calendar notification. So what I liked about my previous band, which was the Xiaomi Mi Band, is that I could get calendar notifications. So that like 10 minutes before I had a scheduled meeting or a scheduled event, I would get a vibration and it would let me know that something was coming up. Whereas this band, the Huawei, does not offer that. So that's something I don't like very much. Another thing is you just saw a text message come up on my Huawei Band. Something that I read about before buying this band was that you would be able to do quick replies or like reply with emoji to text messages that came through. But that only works on Android and not on iPhone. So since I have an iPhone, it doesn't work for me. And that's something I didn't know before buying it and also wasn't very clear before buying it. So that is a bummer. The other thing is that the steps, as you can see today, incorrect. I should have like 1,500 steps. It's only showing 581. And also the sleep tracking could also be more accurate. Even though I think that is how much sleep I got last night, it was a terrible night. So those are the things I don't love about it. But the things I do like about it, I think it looks cool. I think it looks better than the Xiaomi. The battery life is great, as is the Xiaomi. I mean, it lasts like 2 weeks. There's tons of watch faces, as I alluded to earlier, and there's tons of sport modes. So why don't we go look at the different modes? If you tap the action button, go to the top, there's a ton of workout modes, a ton of them, and you can add more. So the one I use the most, I put at the top, which is physical training, just like going to the gym. You tap that, and then while you're working out, it shows you like how many calories, how intense your workout is, and so on. It shows you how long, you're doing it, and then you can pause it and then stop it, and then it all records itself to the app. You can also go and check out your workout history, so you can just go look at all the different workouts you've been doing. Your workout status, I think this is primarily for runners, I would think. The heart rate, we already just saw, the blood oxygen, the activity rings, the sleep. This shows you your stress levels. This does a breathing exercise where it shows you a little ball that expands and contracts and kind of helps you lower your heart rate. Okay. Then you've got the music, which we kind of already saw. Remote shutter lets you take photos. If you set your camera up somewhere, you can press this and then take the picture from your band. Notifications, like I said, it shows you your notification, but unfortunately, because I use an iPhone, I can't answer it, which is a bummer. Weather, we already showed you weather. These things here, Alipay and Weixin Pay, I made a mistake by buying this version of the Huawei Band because these things are only active in China. So I spent a few extra dollars for no reason. Then you got the stopwatch, works fine. You got the timer again, works fine. The alarm works fine. Flashlight's great for in the middle of the night, walking around the house. You can use that. Finding your phone. It buzzes on your phone. It makes a noise on your phone. And then you can see other settings in here. Okay? For example, system updates, reset your phone, disconnect, whatever. The other thing I really like about this band is the band itself, like these leather, in this case, it's a fabric band. Very easy to take out and put new bands in. I don't know if you can tell, it's hard to do this with one hand, but there's those little buttons in there. You just press those buttons and these come right off. Very, very easy to do. And charging this band is also very easy. It just uses this 2-pin USB thing. It's a magnet. You put it right on the band. See, it just clicked right in. I did that with one hand. And then you plug that in, and it charges really fast as well. So it's great. And I just think it looks better than the Xiaomi looked, I think. And I'm pretty happy with it. So if you are interested in it, it's only like $40 at the time of this review. And I just think it's great. And I prefer these kind of activity bands over the more expensive Samsung and Apple watches because I don't like the idea of charging a watch every couple of days. So I hope that was helpful. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.